right, well, good morning. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:58 to be precise, here in San Antonio, Texas. And I spontaneously decided yesterday that I'm going to attempt to do an iron butt on this beautiful, brand new 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. My first gas stop now, right off of I-10 in San Antonio, is smack in the middle of the city. And see if we can make it to Florida. I'm tired. I didn't sleep very well. Get our receipt because that is important. Of course, this one doesn't have a fucking receipt. Now I gotta go inside and get it.
Eventually.
Alright guys, I got it. Let's get the timestamp on the odometer. Sure, get a clear photo of that odometer. And one for you guys. 6:01 a.m. We're looking at a receipt on Juniper Ventures of 3098 East Commerce, San Antonio at 5:59 a.m. on, what day is it? It needs to show the date, yeah. February 7th, 2024. 1,896 miles. So, exactly 1,000 miles to go. I am gonna need to think of a safe place to put these. But I'm not going to have my helmet, or I'm not gonna have the camera on my helmet for a while because it's really heavy. So, let's go ahead, hop on I-10. I made it almost 30 miles, but it's too cold. I gotta put on the heated gear. All right, now we're cooking with fire. Let's get the show on the road. Well, I only made it 121 miles before my next stop because it is freezing cold. Like, I've been riding in the mid 30s in Arizona, but with all of this fog and humidity, it's freezing. It's like so painfully cold. So I think I'm gonna put on some more layers. I'm only 127 miles into a 1,000-mile road trip, and I'm already sitting inside of a Taco Bell taking my clothes off because I need to put more clothes on. I wanted Subway, but they weren't open. Alright, so I have some first gear heated socks and pants that I'm going to add on. Alright. Let's get back on the road. 300 miles in. I'm whooped. It is so cold, and I put on all this heated gear and it like isn't working for whatever reason. I don't know what the hell I did. Anyway, it's time to fill up. We also just crossed over into Louisiana, finally out of Texas. It only took 3 days. Other than just being tired, feeling pretty good. The bike is doing amazing. Been riding through a lot of construction, so. Just shy of 600 miles, and my heated gear stopped working, and my cardo's almost dead. So I'm at a Starbucks right now, kind of charging some things up, charging my batteries and stuff, and recharging batteries in my soul. Because once that sun goes down, it's going to get super, super cold. But I'm going to go ahead and eat and drink this, and then keep crushing miles. Just under 300 miles left to get to my hotel. 231 miles until the Iron Butt. So let's get her going. I did it. Frozen solid. I was planning on going at least another 100 miles, but there's no way. I literally pulled off at this exit and I just rode up and down the street for like 4 miles to hit the 1,000-mile mark. So I'm just getting my last receipt right now. That was brutal. It's way too cold. My neck is killing me. So I'm gonna go try to find a hotel and thaw out, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I ended up finding a hotel last night, and it was very scary. I really didn't think it was gonna happen. It was the second hotel I had to ride to see if they had any availability. Thankfully they did, otherwise I might have died. But packing up to finish the final leg of this ride, but I'm gonna do this and then kind of give you guys my thoughts because I've been thinking about it a lot. But first, I need some good coffee.
guys bear with me because once again my DJI microphone absolutely will not work. So this is why I still don't have the DJI on my motovlog helmet setup, because it's unreliable. So I have you guys super close to me, and hopefully the wind and the ambient noise won't be too much of an issue. But while I sit here and drink my Starbucks, kind of want to talk to you guys about some of the things I've experienced on this iron butt trip, especially since I did not have my camera on my helmet. There is a hair that's gonna send me over the edge. Okay. So I didn't want to do this starting in San Antonio, but having to get my motorcycle serviced in El Paso really put a dent in my mileage that I was trying to accomplish from Las Vegas to Orlando, Florida. So after thinking about it for a good day, like a good day of riding, I was like, I want to do an iron butt. Like, this isn't even my motorcycle, you know, no hard feelings, Harley, if I can just take your bike and put it through its paces. But now that I have officially put a little over 2,000 miles on the bike personally and done an iron butt on the motorcycle, I'm so excited to make a review video for you guys. Sorry, the camera's a little wavy. It's very cold and windy in Florida still. So I still don't know what happened with my heated gear. I do believe I potentially blew a fuse, because when I plugged in my socks and my pants into my jacket and then plugged my jacket in, that's when everything stopped working. The jacket was working fine. So I think I blew a fuse, and it absolutely devastated the day. I was freezing cold all day. I had like 17 layers of clothes on, and by that very end, my motor skills for my hands and feet were non-existent, and it was very scary. I plan on making a full review video on this motorcycle, but some of the things that I kept picking up on yesterday was two things that really kept annoying me. Number one was the fact that the little pockets on the front of the Road Glide fairing, so on my model year, I have a 2018 Road Glide, those are just kind of like friction held. Like they're not buttons or snaps, so you don't have to push them in. These ones you have to push in to open, and every single time I went over a huge bump, like mostly in Louisiana, both of those pockets flew open and stayed open. Like they wouldn't shut again unless I physically shut them. So that is something I thought I was going to love, the little push pockets. I don't. I wish they were the old school style. The pockets are also deeper, but they're narrower. So I feel like I have a hard time trying to reach in and grab things out of them. I like rip my hands all up, and I have tiny hands. So, and the second thing that kept annoying me is another one of those like catch-22. So in the fairing, you have a little fin that'll control the airflow. When I was freezing cold and dying last night, I shut the vent, and the buffeting that I got after shutting that vent was horrendous. So not only was I freezing cold, I was having like the shit beat out of my head, but it was worth it because I did not feel like opening that again. The stock windshield that comes on I'm looking at the bike when I look over there, the stock windshield that comes on the bike, it's great for aesthetics. I love the way it looks with the motorcycle, but I would 100% upgrade that to a slight flared windshield. I would also do like a lightly smoked or a tint windshield, because a lot of times I was crouched down trying to hide from the wind and I couldn't see through the tinted windshield. So I'm coming at this review from a perspective of I am a touring rider. You know, this is a beautiful looking motorcycle and I don't want to ruin the aesthetic of it, but there are certain things that I would do to upgrade it to suit my needs as a long distance rider. So those are just some of my thoughts. I thought the bags were going to be significantly larger. They're very comparable to the same size bags that I have. They're just slightly more bowed out, but they still fit all of my gear. I do wish the tour pack was a slightly updated version. Like that tour pack does date the motorcycle and makes it look like it doesn't match, if that makes any sense. But having the tour pack was a necessity. I needed that thing for the amount of gear I had with me. Overall, my thoughts on the actual iron butt. The iron butt was fine. 100% could have kept going if I was warm. I wasn't warm. I was devastatingly cold. I would not recommend doing it in February. I didn't really have a choice in that. Of course I had a choice, but if I wanted to do it on this motorcycle, this isn't my bike. I have to give it back. So if I wanted to use the time that I had properly, I do it now. I'm very, very, very grateful there was no rain. I don't think I would have been able to do this if it were raining. Like 100%, I would not have been able to do this. So I had dry roads, decent weather. It was cold, but it was decent. And the bike handled amazing. There was never, ever, ever a moment where I felt out of control of this motorcycle. Like the balancing, the weight, the power. I was so easily able to pass people, get out of the way, do things I needed to do in a timely manner. So the bike alone, perfection. The technology is a whole different issue. We were unable to update the tech. There was like a software update or something for the bike, so I was not able to use Apple CarPlay or anything the entire day, but I'm going to address that in the review video. So if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm very excited to make a full review video now that I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm not just riding it for a couple hundred miles somewhere in Arizona. The display screen, perfection. Nighttime, daytime, anytime, I could see everything on the display screen. It was wonderful. And then there was something else where I was going with the lighting. What was it? Oh, heated grips. I understand why these motorcycles do not come standard with heated grips, but oh my god, if I had heated grips, it would have been the best thing in my life. Anyway, being able to quickly and easily see all of the gauges of my motorcycle, like the tire pressure and stuff like that, kept me on the road longer than having to pull over and like manually check everything. So that was lovely. This wind is going to send me into an absolute tailspin rage. It's so noisy out here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my third iron butt ever, but the first one I actually documented and submitted. So hopefully I will be able to show you guys my little patch and whatever else I get from the Iron Butt Association. I also submitted it to the Instagram page, Ride 1K in a Day. And yeah, it's a little sad that this isn't even my motorcycle. So until my next video, thank you guys so much for watching this one. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It means the world to me, and it will continue to give me opportunities to do stuff like this and bring you along. Until my next one, you guys be good, and I'll see you later.